Hello. I know I haven't been updating this in a while. It's been kind of a rough week. So let's see. I don't think I uploaded all through Nero. Basic Nero's over. That was probably the what I thought was the worst. Why's my mouth so red? I don't know. Spring Awakening, good show if you like musicals. Which I thought was the hardest part of medical school, but apparently not. We started clinical neuro this week, which is, now that I know everything about the nervous system, what can go wrong with it, diseases, treatments, everything like that. So that's been hard to stay on top of because it's just so much information being thrown at you at once. And the one thing that I don't really like or understand is why clinicians, physicians who teach us, have to be so boring. Like, I clearly get that you don't want to be here because I don't want to be here either. And I'm sure you have patients to go attend to, and I think that's fantastic because that's ultimately what I want to do. But, try and be engaging for the hour you have or the 5 hours you have. I don't care. But literally, trying to pay attention through a clinician presentation is probably one of the worst things in the world. Their slideshow, because their slideshows suck. It's a bullet list of signs and symptoms. They read verbatim off the slide. And so you sit there, you play some games, you go on Imager, and before you know it, 4 hours has gone by. You haven't accomplished anything, and you didn't learn anything for the morning. The PhDs are a little bit better with that, I've noticed, but, and that's not all clinicians. I have noticed that, certain physicians will, when they care about what they teach you, it really does make a difference in how much you can pay attention and how much you retain from the however long they've been teaching you for. So that's, I saw the same thing through musculoskeletal system. The one orthopedic guy didn't even teach us. He sent all of his residents to teach us. And they were like, I didn't find out, so they openly would admit, I didn't know I had to be here till about 3 hours ago. So bear with me. And they breeze through things that this is stupid, this never happens, this is stupid. And I don't know. That's just kind of my biggest complaint about, learning from a clinician who doesn't want to be there. There are some physicians who enter teaching to teach, and those I've noticed because they care about what they do. And it just makes a world of difference, I guess, So that was my thing this week, was I could not pay attention to save my life. Granted, I just got raped by my neurofinal, so I guess that kind of contributed to it. But now I'm trying to find motivation for the evening. It's now 8:05, and I'm pretty far behind in my work, but I'm just tired. It's a crappy day out. It's been raining all day. I'm miserable and tired. But somehow I gotta find motivation for the next 2 hours to get something done. I'll probably just make review questions. I apologize for not making this a day in the life of a med student video yet. It's coming. Probably. I'm not even gonna say anything because I know I'm lying. I just don't know how I want to do it yet, per se. Because I don't want you to see me in the morning when I just wake up. But it is what it is. What else is new in my life? Okay, so because I have, I have a reflux disease, and the allergist I went to see yelled at me because of my excessive caffeine intake due to coffee. It's because it's really acidic, and caffeine dilates your esophageal sphincter, your lower esophageal sphincter, and so he was saying that was a major contributor to why I've been experiencing so much lately, and why I have so much backlash drainage. Because the way the system works is that you have the reflux down in your esophagus, and it triggers your sinuses and your mucus in your esophagus and your pharynx to secrete mucus to protect your body from being eroded away at. And mine's been doing that uncontrollably. So I decided, spur of the moment, on an impulse, to get a juicer. Because I was reading online, you can do a lot of that to lower the body acidity and, give yourself energy and nutrients and all that nonsense and fun stuff at a time. And as a osteopathic physician, that's kind of what we push, is the healthy living, whole attitude, perspective to life. So I've been doing that for the past 2 days, getting recipes. So I'll just tune you in. This is what I have today. It's gross. It's not gross. It's actually delicious. I put too much ginger in it. Um, it's so I'm gonna do a. I guess I'm gonna do a juice fast for a couple days. Just to try and lower the lower the acidity of my body by raising my body pH. I guess this recipe I got. It's the mean green juice from the movie Fat. What is it? Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Nearly Dying. I think it was a documentary. People do that all the time. And then the Blueprint Cleanse juice that I've been reading up a lot about a lot of the celebrities and a lot because I'm obsessed with celebrities and A-list stuff like that. So that's my update. This is day 1 of my juice fast. I had fish for dinner and a sweet potato, and then this wonderful concoction. And I had the same thing this morning. Why my computer's turned itself off. And I did the same thing this morning. And it does. I've noticed that, I'm a little bit more awake. I'm able to pay attention for longer. I'm not able to pay attention for longer because I've just been studying all day. So I don't have to pay attention. I just have to, whatever. I don't know. So it's okay. This particular batch has too much ginger in it, I think is what it is, because it's really potent. So I don't like this one too much, but whatever. Before I put the ginger in, the one I made this morning was really good. So I might make it day 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not allowed any meat of any kind. Today I was allowed fish. So tomorrow I'm going to do like a green salad if I get hungry. If not, it is what it is. Because you're supposed to wean yourself off of, solid food for 3 days before you start. There's an instructional video I saw from the Blueprint Cleanse website. I'll post, in the video thing below if you're interested. That's kind of like my big tangent that I'm going on with my life right now. Instead of studying, I'm worrying about, juicing. And I just think it's hilarious when you're like, oh yeah, I've been juicing for a year. And it just, my mind, horrible, horrible places. I texted my one friend about it. I was like, yeah, I just juiced all over the place. You can't take people like this seriously. But, so maybe I'll make a tutorial on that. I don't know. And then I'll work on the day in the life of med student. But recently, it's literally waking up, going to class, going to lunch, studying. So I don't know how much I can actually, video document of my life. But I'd be happy to maybe recap a day. I'd like to give you a step-by-step thing, like, take a camera with me for a day and upload bits and pieces of what I do. But it'd literally be me sitting in lecture for 4 hours a day in the morning, going to lunch, and then 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon. So anyway, if you have any comments, questions, or whatever, you can post them. Thank you for watching. I'm going to post some links in the description box about, where I got all my inspiration from to do this juicing. I don't know. All right. Well, it's been 8 minutes, and I've wasted enough time. It's now 8:10 p.m., and I need to study. So I'm good to go. All right.